Like, oh, look at this. He hit a home run and he broke his bat. Yeah, it's happened a whole bunch before, but because it's Bryce Harper, it's going to add to the legend, and that's fine. I mean, it honestly is just kind of how things work. And we're talking about highlights that didn't really mean all that much, but added to guys' legends. Like, for instance, Jordan's double pump. A whole bunch of Bo Jackson stuff. Bo Jackson snapped the bat over his helmet after he struck out in frustration. People are like, oh, did you see what Bo did? Bo Jackson's catch where he ran up the wall, we went back and looked at it. He caught the baseball, took 6 more steps before he got to the wall. 6. Then he ran up the wall, and it was impressive. But he was really far away from the wall. Most players would have just simply stopped before they got to the wall. Now, he was an elite athlete. He could do it. It added to the legend. Did you see what Bo did? Counted as 1 out, and he probably didn't need to do it.
Adds to the legend, though.
Totally adds to the legend. Randy Johnson, spring training game, just throws a pitch, bird flies in front of it, disintegrates the bird. Did you see what Randy Johnson did? The bird disintegrated. Adds to the legend. 248-539-9797. Earl Campbell in the tearaway jerseys. It's an old school one. A lot of these are old school, but what highlights that didn't mean much added to the legend?
The old school ones are good because there's not a lot of tape on them. You know what I mean? Nowadays, you have video of everything, social media. The old school ones reign supreme because you had to know someone that knew someone that was there. A lot of times,
right.
You know, like, oh, I saw this, or he saw this. I heard someone.
Well, I did see Jadeveon Clowney's hit live. I was there, and yes, it was devastating.
So did Vincent Smith's head really fall off?
No, I still see Vincent to this day, and his head is fully intact.
Pray for Vincent Smith.
Yeah, light a candle. No, I mean, nobody blocked him.
Listen, he destroyed him. There's no doubt about that.
Yes.
He planted him.
How many defensive ends that were going full throttle into the backfield, unabated to the quarterback and running back exchange would have made that tackle? Maybe not as devastating, okay? Fair enough.
Anthony Zettel could have done that, man.
He could have. 248-539-9797. What do we got here? Ooh, Keith in Detroit, yard 97, won a ticket. Hi, Keith.
What's going on, big guy? You all right?
I'm good, Keith.
I remember it was a room full of us watching this game, and we were just, everybody's mouths was just wide open until you just heard one quiet voice was just say, did you just see what Isaiah did? He slammed the ball down on the court, and it ended up being an alley-oop dunk to Gerald Glass. It was just one time on the court.
See, you fooled me on this one. I thought you were going to talk about Isaiah Thomas throwing the alley-oop to himself.
That's 1A.
Do you remember that play?
Yes, I do.
So the alley-oop to himself, it was funny because I never seen anybody do this before, but he's coming up the court. He puts his left arm out, uses his right arm with the ball in it to throw it underneath his left arm up in the air, catch it and lay it up and in.
Yep.
And
that was sweet.
Yeah.
But when he did that alley-oop, when he slammed the ball down on the court one time, and it just caught Gerald Glass in stride for a one-handed jam on the alley-oop, that just blew our mind.
Hey, thank you for the phone call, 248-539-9797. Let's go to Don in Clinton Township. Hi, Don.
How you doing today?
Good.
Chet Lemon sliding into the first base. Of course, it slows you down.
Yep. But he got that. He had the reputation of all-out player. You're right. That just added to it.
Yeah.
248-539-9797. Donnell in Flint, you're next. Hi, Donnell.
Hey, how you doing?
Good.
Good. I wanted to talk about when I was a kid. I was young, but I think it was back when Brett Perryman and Herman Moore was playing for the Lions, and Barry Sanders, he was in I formation. He gets the ball. Defender met him. As soon as he got the ball, he was met within like in the backfield. He did a spin move, went to the right. Another defender was there. He did a juke, went to the right some more. Next thing you know, you had like half the team chasing him to one side of the field. He runs backwards another 20 yards, almost gets tackled, jukes out of another tackle all the way to the other side, Then he breaks away, and then he finally gets tackled for a 4-yard gain. And I think they ended up punting at that series. So it didn't mean anything, but that whole play was like, we were just like, our jaws were dropped because he broke like 8 tackles. It was just amazing.
The truth is, there's probably about literally 100 Barry Sanders runs that went nowhere, but might have been, that were some of his better runs literally went nowhere. All right, Kang. Nobody got this one, huh?
Have not seen it on Ticket Text, even though we're getting tons of Ticket Text.
Yep.
Have not heard a caller mention it.
Yep.
And I can't believe it. It's local and it's legendary.
All right, let's hear it.
Calvin Johnson running a 4.35 in someone else's shoes at the combine. That's amazing story, isn't it?
Right.
That's awesome. Hey, not only can I run a 4.35, I'll do it in someone else's shoes.
Well, the thing is, what do you think he did? Like, whatever size he wears, 13. Do you think he went and got somebody else's 13? They're just shoes, right? You're right. But the idea that he did it in someone else's shoes.
Well, that rumor was debunked by Shutdown Corner years later.
Was it?
Apparently what had happened was Calvin let someone else borrow his shoes. This thing got twisted around to the fact by the time it got to mainstream media, it was Calvin borrowed someone else's shoes and ran a 4.35.
That's funny.
But that's a great legend, right? That just helps you right there.
That really is.
This guy's so fast, he don't even need his own shoes.
Added to the legend.